on the top of a lungs, dancing by the lakeside, gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's grocery shopping day, main shopping day. I've got a few things to inform you of. One is I do have the kids with me, Joe's, Isabella. Johnny's at work. Now, today's main shopping day, and normally I go to a bit of Aldi, fresh fruit and veg shop, all of that. It's school holidays. The kids have just been fighting in supermarkets and stuff, so I don't want to deal with that today, and I don't have a lot to get, so I'm just doing a Woolworths click and collect because I was getting like deals from them and boosts and stuff like that. I looked at Coles, but there's just nothing there for me with Flybuys deals and stuff, so I'm not doing it. Aldi, obviously I can't do a click and collect, and that's why I'm not shopping there today. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to Costco this week. I figured out that I've done a meal plan with me video, okay? It's going to be a VIP lounge early release. That's what it's going to be. So VIP members, you're going to see that video first. You'll see what's going on, how I've planned, what I'm planning for January, okay, for foods and stuff. So what is it? Oh, it's just strepsils. So you'll see that first, and then it will end up on the actual YouTube channel at some point as well, so you guys will see it. But VIP members, go on and have a look on the VIP lounge. The video's already up, so go and check it out. But I'm planning January, obviously, so I'm meal planning monthly now. However, I'm still shopping fortnightly because it just works out cheaper that way. I've got a little bit of flexibility. The reason I'm meal planning monthly though is just to give me to cut back time in doing it and stuff. I'm just so busy with the shops, with the kids, with YouTube, the whole This Mum at Home brand and everything that I do with it. I'm just struggling to even get grocery shopping done. So I am meal planning monthly now. It just puts me ahead a little bit, and I was always thinking ahead anyway, but now it's really like I've got a plan in place, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what you will see on the VIP lounge, and obviously you guys later on the channel you'll see a meal plan with me video for January, so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So if you have watched that video, you will see that I have still lots of stuff in my freezer which I'm just going to use through January. I've still got to cut back on groceries quite a fair bit, as much as I can, because I've got school stuff I've still got to pay for the kids, especially Joseph starting high school, and school fees and all of that. So I'm just trying to keep money reined in as much as possible. So I'm going to use things I've got in the freezer first. My budget, my main shopping budget is $240. I've gone back to doing that. It was before we went away, I tried to cut it back to just $50 per person, no matter the age, and that worked really well for what we had and stuff. But because we've used so much, I'm going back to my regular budget. Plus prices have gone up again, and it's just what it is at the moment. We're in school holidays, we go through a lot more food, all of that. So my main shopping budget today is $240. That is $70 per person on anyone aged 14 years plus is how I plan it, and then anyone under that I do budget $50 per person. The cat is a separate budget, and I'm budgeting in $25 for the cat per fortnight. I think that for me that's enough. I think I get wet and dry food. Will that last? Yes, it will. It will last. I was like thinking of the wet food, but it will last. And then also kitty litter as well. We buy the crystal stuff from the reject shop. It's quite cheap and we get a lot, and I think that will work. If it doesn't, I will just have to take extra money, like use money out of my actual grocery budget to actually work that. So I'm still working that out at the moment. Johnny and I have been like, oh, and we get kitten milk as well. So I think it will last, but we're just still feeling our way with the cat and what we're doing. So that's just personally our budget for the cat, $25 a fortnight at the moment. But yeah, budget $240. However, I'm only estimating I'm going to spend about, I think it's like $150 or $160. For some reason I had some $10 credit with Woolworths, so I think it actually came down to about $150. So I'm well under my budget anyway, which is really good. I don't need to buy main meats and all of that because I already have it, so we're good with that. But yeah, let's go. We'll get the groceries and show you guys what I have purchased all from Woolworths today. Okay guys, we are back. Here's everything we got. Really does not look like $150, does it? Actually, technically I paid $152, but it was $162 because for some reason I had some sort of $10 credit. I don't know why I got that discount, but I did. I'd actually figure that one out. Like, it just said discount $10. So it wasn't like it was stuff on special, and you know, I got $10 off. Like, it was a flat $10. So if it was special stuff, it probably would have been like $8.75 or $9.13 or something like that. I have no idea why I got the $10 discount, but happy I did, basically. A lot of you have asked me what we're feeding Snuggles, because a lot of you got kittens over Christmas. They must have been Christmas presents or something, I don't know. So I just thought I'd show you a couple of things that we do feed them. To be honest, we just feed him what the previous owners fed him. So that's what we did. We just continued on with it. I will say it's Whiskers, and that's what I always fed our cats when we were growing up anyway. So I think it's a good brand. It's what we do. We do stick with the Kitten foods at the moment. I just think it's better for them digesting and all that kind of stuff rather than the adult stuff. So that's what we go with. Other thing is, I actually drove up to where we used to live to get this order. I ordered from the Woolworths up there. I actually really miss that Woolworths because it's probably the biggest one in my area, and it has a lot of variety of stuff, which is why I had to order from there, because they actually had bird's eye peas, baby peas, and they actually have corn as well. There's probably 3 other Woolworths that are closer to me, but they never have peas and corn. Like, even in other brands, it's so hard to get corn for starters, so hard. And peas, baby peas, can't get them. Like, it's very, very difficult. I think because they're a bigger store, they had it in. I don't know what's going on and why it's a shortage, but bird's eye seem to be really hard to get. But even in other brands, like corn is just a no-go. Like, you just can't get it. I don't know why. So I specifically ordered from that store so I could get my peas, because I really, really wanted them. But I do miss that store, and I should go up there and actually go into the store and shop. I might even do that next week, because I just really loved that store. There was so much to offer. Their fruit and veg were always good. Their click and collect is awesome. I haven't done click and collect for such a long time, and I'd forgotten how easy it was and how good it was not to actually go in the store. So I need to do more of that in the new year rather than driving around and stuff. It's difficult because I actually want to change as much as I can back to cash envelopes, like physical cash envelopes for things with my budgeting rather than digital cash envelopes. But when COVID hit, a lot of places wouldn't take cash, so I changed to digital. Digital's great and convenient. You're not carrying cash and all of that, but it's a lot harder to track, and it's a lot more tempting. Like, if I'm out and go, oh, I'll just transfer some money from that cash envelope, like that savings account for this, and then I'll put it back in later, and I never do. If it's cash envelopes and they're here at the house, I'm not likely to drive all the way home to get cash to pay for something that I shouldn't pay for. Like, it gives me time to think about it, and then I won't do it. So I want to do a lot more of that in the new year, but obviously when you order online, it's a lot more difficult to do that because you've got to pay obviously online. But anyway, all right, let's get into everything I got here. We'll show you the cat stuff first. So this is the kitten food, the dry food. How cute is that kitten? So cute. 2 to 12 months. He loves this, loves it. We actually have the wet food. I didn't buy any because I've got enough at the moment. But the wet food is Whiskers as well. It's for kittens, and it comes in, I think there's 12 pouches. I didn't buy that today because I didn't need it, but it comes in 12 pouches. This is $6. I'm pretty sure the wet food's $6 as well. There's 12 pouches, but he doesn't eat 1 pouch a day. He eats 2/3 of a pouch a day because he's still little. So we found feeding him more than that was too much, and we were throwing it out. So we just feed him in thirds. He has some wet during the morning, and he has some wet at dinner time, and then the rest of the time it's dry. So we use this one, and today, because I'm at Woolworths, I got this kitten milk. Now this is about, I think it's $4, this one. This will last a fair while because we give him milk when we feed him sort of in the morning maybe, and then evening time, but otherwise it's water for the rest of the time, and we don't give him the whole thing, it's just a little bit, you know. Whiskers do have a big milk, like it's like a 1 litre type carton, and it's really good. I think that's about $4 for that carton, but Woolworths don't stock it, only Coles. So I just got this one. He likes this one too, so that's the only kitten milk we can see at Woolworths, so we grabbed that. Ice cream there was $5.50 for a 2 litre. We actually normally like Blue Ribbon or Bulla, mainly Blue Ribbon, like it's really nice ice cream. This is, I would say the other one's a bit more creamier than this one, but I just went with this one just for something a little bit different, and it seems to be a little bit, it's less creamy, so it's a little bit lighter and not as strong. So I just thought for the kids I'll get this. But this one was what, $5.50. The other one can be more expensive than that, so I just got this one today. I did get, patty pies and sausage rolls are so hard to buy too, and they've gone up so much in price. I couldn't get any at Aldi the other day, and I couldn't get any of the like home brand stuff at Woolworths or Coles in my area. Like, they just don't have it. So I went for the patties. I would love to get the deal that Costco had, because that was an amazing deal of like 80 pieces for, I don't know, like $16 or something. It was really cheap. This one was 30 pieces for about $15, $16. Like, it's pretty expensive. But in saying that, if I'd bought 24 sausage rolls and 24 party pies, it would have cost me $12 to $13 anyway. So it wasn't that much of a difference. But I just want this for our Party Food Friday nights, when we just have kind of party foods night. I wanted to get something. So we've got this one. It's all I could get in the brands. The Banana Boat sunscreen, this is the one we like. Isabella, all of us don't have reactions to it. I was worried about Isabella and Joseph. They tend to have sensitive skin. This one's good for us. It works. We have no issues. I'm just out, and luckily this was on sale. It was half price for like $12 or $12.95, so we grabbed that. The Bird's Eye baby peas. This is a 1 kilo bag. Prefer the baby peas, so much sweeter and nicer. I didn't get corn. I didn't need corn, but I did need this, so we grabbed this. $5.50 for this though. It's gone up quite a bit since I first started buying it, but it is completely worth it. Like, we've bought other brands, just home brands. I bought the one from Aldi again and stuff when I couldn't get any of this, and even Johnny and I just didn't want to eat it. Like, we just threw it out. So I'm all for paying the extra for this, because we will all eat it, and so we're getting veggies and stuff into it. So I bought this one. I bought 2 bags of the Prep Set and Go already cut up diced onion. These have gone up actually slightly at Woolworths, at least. I think I paid $2.20 or $2.30 for this. So they used to be a flat $2. Aldi's usually less than that, but I couldn't get any at Aldi last week either, so I went with these. I'm going to put these in the freezer because I can see them defrosting. Here's a little trick with the onion. Even though the bag, I don't think it has holes. No, it doesn't have holes in it. Even if I cut up my own onion and put it in the freezer to freeze, it will smell out the freezer unless you put in like a Ziploc bag like that seals like this. These bags are still open, but they still have that, especially when they start defrosting, that onion smell. So I just put them in Ziplocs like this just to seal them up, and so it doesn't happen in my freezer. Milk was normal price, about $3.10 each. The sour cream, I think this was $3 for this one. The Woolworths brand was actually more expensive. I do remember that. And we don't usually use a whole tub at once, and I end up throwing out the last bit. So I just thought I may as well get this one, so I did. Tomato sauce we're out of. I have been having trouble again to find the refill bottles as well, like the big ones, especially at Aldi. They've just had none. So I've just got another one of these. This is about $1.50. My pasta sauce, let me check the price on this and see if it's gone up. All right, this has gone up slightly. It was $2.15. It used to be $2, then it went up to $2.10 during COVID roundabout. Now it's $2.15. But it's 700 grams. It's completely worth it. If you buy more expensive like spaghetti sauces, try this one. It's really good. I add in extra veggies into this, and it's so yummy and totally worth it. Plus, you're getting 700 grams rather than your normal 500 gram jar. So this is totally worth it. So I grabbed that one. Strawberries were cheap. They're only $2 a punnet, so I grabbed 2 of those. Eggs were $4.40 each. I actually forgot that I ordered eggs, and I just threw the bags in the car. So when I was pulling this out before, I freaked out because I thought I'd broken the eggs, but none of them broke, which is an absolute miracle. I don't know how that happened, thank God. But I did get 2 lots because I want to do a little bit of breakfast prep, so I've got those. This cornflakes, this is a very small box. Cereal is so expensive, guys. Like, it really is expensive. Unless you can buy it in bulk at Costco, depending on what you like, of course. It's so expensive. Like, this tiny box, 220 grams, was around $4. Like, it's very expensive when you consider like a massive, what, 1.2 or 1.5 or something. It's a huge box of like Nutri-Grain or even the Just Right will cost you about around $10 or something at Costco. This is so expensive, but I've bought this not to actually eat because this wouldn't be enough, obviously, this tiny box, but I bought this actually to make up my own like crumb for my chicken, which is a recipe that's on the VIP lounge. So if you're a VIP member, look for that recipe. Just type in chicken and you'll see it eventually. It'll come up with like cornflake chicken or something like that. It's really nice. So I bought that to make that. Water, I actually got 3 lots of water, and they were $4.40 each, which is actually pretty good. Still not as cheap as Costco, but it was all right. The spaghetti, they gave me, whoever got them, got these wrong. I just bought a couple for some quick little lunches in the school holidays. It's a bit of a treat, to be honest. Joseph really likes it. It says the 1 for 2. There's not a lot in this, but we have it on toast, so Isabella doesn't eat. It's just mainly Joseph and I. Johnny will have it if he's home, but he's not home, he's at work, so we'll probably have this. But it should have just been 2 of these ones, but they actually gave us one of these. Maybe they didn't have enough, I don't know. They were on special for $2, that's why I got it. Cabana, $4.84, which is expensive because normally I could get like a stick of Cabana. This is 1 stick. They've just broken in half. At Coles, you can usually get it for about $3, so it is more expensive to get it from Woolworths, but I really wanted the Don Cabana. That's our favourite, so I just grabbed it because I wasn't going to Coles. 2 capsicums there. They were, capsicum's pretty expensive at the moment. This was just over $4 for the 2, so that was pretty expensive, but I really wanted it. Bacon, this was around $10, I think, for 1 kilo. I'm actually going to use this for the breakfast cook-up I'm doing, and I'll probably put some of it in the freezer. Jelly. I'm doing some desserts, so I wanted jelly. And so we got 2 lime, 2 raspberry, and 2 orange. Aeroplane jelly. Oh, by far the best jelly. The Aldi one's not great anymore. It's really faded and it doesn't have a good taste to it. I don't find like as good, and they don't have enough flavors. Like they've really got just a green and a red, I think, and that's it. So I love aeroplane jelly. If you can afford to splurge a little bit more, I mean, they're $1, these were $1.25 each. Sometimes you can get them on a better deal, but it's so much better. I got 2 of each color because we usually make up 2 at a time, but it's a cheap dessert, isn't it? Like we usually have this, you can have it by itself with some ice cream or some fruit. You know, we're just good old school desserts there that my nan used to always do every day. So I like to buy aeroplane jelly. It's our favorite. Bread, I got 4 loaves, $3.90, so more expensive than Costco, but this is the bread that we like, and I'm completely out because Johnny took some bread to work for on Christmas Day. He worked on Christmas Day and cooked a barbecue, so he took some of our bread out of the freezer just to, you know, as a nice gesture to make a barbecue and stuff. So I'm completely out. So I just got 4. It's not going to last very long for me, but hopefully it'll last until my next top-up shop, and then I'll get a bit more, or at least until I go to Costco. That would be great. I actually also got the Tip Top Raisin Toast. Now this is more expensive than the home brand, but see the top? I always find the home brand stuff, even though it's cheap, it's like $2 something, it always looks burnt on top. But this one does not, and it's a lot less dry, this one, the Tip Top one as well. So I do like it, but to buy this, I think it was on special, but it was still like $4, so it's quite expensive. I did, however, get a bonus boost point thing for it as well, so I'm obviously getting a little bit of money back from that, so that was good. I like to have it toasted or not toasted too, because it does stay pretty fresh. It's like, really, it's like buying hot cross buns. I mean, I could have bought hot cross buns, but this will last a bit longer, so I got this one. Lettuce, just like $2 for the bag of iceberg. Cucumber, this was $2 and actually had a boost points thing for me as well, so it ends up being cheaper. The carrots were only $1.50, which was great, and it was also got a boost points thing for that one. The kids' bananas, I think, were only about $3, which was good. That's just the size we prefer. The big ones are just too big. Like, yeah, it's just too much. So we prefer these ones anyway. And last is the coleslaw, which, cheaper at Aldi. I think this was $3.80. I'm sure it's cheaper at Aldi, but I didn't go there. I just bought a little one. It's just for Johnny and I. The kids won't eat this, but I bought this to do on baked potatoes. So, yeah. We'll definitely eat, what's the date on that? 10th of January. Yeah, we'll eat it before then. So, yeah, even if we don't use it all on our baked potato, we'll have some in the fridge for, like, you know, other times and stuff, and other meals. So that is everything, guys. If you look back on the grocery haul and meal planning playlist, which is linked below, if you go back, way back to when I first started filming grocery hauls, which is years back, I've got hundreds of videos on that playlist. If you go back and see how much food I used to get for $150, you'd be like, I remember those days. Like, money doesn't go far when it comes to groceries these days. So if you can find ways of doing better deals, buying in bulk and getting your money's worth, then definitely do it. And sometimes it does take a little bit more time out of your day, like when I go to that fresh fruit and veg shop, or I might drive to Costco, stuff like that. In the end, for me personally, I do save money, and it's that end dollar at the end of the week that's meaningful for me. Do you know what I mean? I need that. So in the long run, it's so much better, because today, like, happy, quick and easy to go do click and collect, but I reckon I probably spent $20–30 more than what I would have if I had gone to the fresh fruit and veg shop and maybe Aldi for some stuff and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of the catch, isn't it, with stuff like this? But what can you do? Like, you've got to either go for convenience, or you've got to go and really work your butt off to save those dollars. It's only 1 week in many weeks that I've had. I haven't done a click and collect for a long time, but it's just, it's irking me. It's bothering me that I know I could have saved $20–30 by doing it in a different way, but I just would have had the hassle of everything else and the kids and stuff. So it is what it is today. Anyway guys, that's it for me today. Definitely check out the rest of the channel. Come back next week for the top-up shop if you're a VIP member. Hang on, honey. Isabella wanted a drawing app on my phone. What was I going to say? If you're a VIP member, there is a meal plan with me video up on the VIP lounge as an early member release video, so go and check it out. It will pop up here on the actual channel so you can have a look at it. I will have more meal plan with me videos like every single month now coming up on the regular channel, but VIPs will of course see it earlier in real time, so definitely check that out. If you want to know what the VIP lounge is, it's linked below. It's just a way of supporting the This Mum at Home brand and everything I do, and it helps me continue producing content like this for you guys that help you with different things. But definitely check out the meal planning grocery haul playlist, because there's tons of stuff on there, hundreds and hundreds of videos. It's linked below. All right guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow. Bye.